I know people love to make lists sometimes of their favorite golf holes, but you know me, I'm a hater. So what about the least favorite golf holes? What about the ones you just get up there and you're grumpy and you know you're not thrilled with the experience? I have a list right here. Let's see. First, we have the 16th at West Seattle. I mean, classically bad hole, reverse camber fairway. Then you're steeply uphill to the green. There's a false front on the green. There's bunkers around. It's very tough when conditions are fast to drive this hole and just not end up in a left rough. Bad hole. Second hole, 13th at Mount Si. This is an extremely sort of narrow landing area for this drive. First of all, right off the tee, if you're a right to left player, there's a tree right there that's in your mind, and then if by some miracle you land in a good landing area and you're clear of all the trouble, you have an approach to a difficult green. There's a huge ridge in the green. If you go long, you're absolutely dead. Often it's the strategy is to just lay up short of this green. It's just it's not good thoughts on this hole. Next we have the third at Jackson Park. I mean, this hole is a lost ball waiting to happen. On the left is a fence right up against the interstate. On the right, you have a lot of trees. You don't know where your ball's going when you hit it. It might roll left, it might roll right. If you pull a driver and get aggressive, there's water down there way on the right. Have I ever not lost a ball here? I don't know. Maybe I haven't. While we're at Jackson Park, let's also bash the second hole. I had to get a par 3 in the list here somewhere. It's a very short par 3. It seems this hole just never gets any sun. The green's never in good shape. It's always clammy. You're hitting right towards the interstate. It's a short hole, but it's not a pleasing golf hole at all. Next, oh boy, we have the 13th at Redmond Ridge. This is the hole where you sort of have to hit up against to a cliff, and then it'll be a far downhill second shot. The fairway looks very wide, but really in practice, it's a very narrow landing area. Oftentimes you can't hit driver. You may or may not have a gap through the trees for your second shot. Again, I think this doesn't get a lot of sun, so often it's wetter than the rest of the course. It's a pace killer, this hole. And no, the little statue of Sasquatch hiding in the trees doesn't help. Next, oh boy, the 14th at China Creek at Newcastle. Those bunkers on the right, it's like they're a magnet for the ball. It's just, you know the fairway's up there, but you can't even seem to hit it or aim at it correctly. I mean, it's just maybe a little tired when you get there, but that little cliff on the right with the bunkers, it just absorbs golf balls. Never ever good thoughts on this tee box. Next, we have the 12th hole at Swinomish. I mean, and let's face it, if you're walking this course, and you should be walking this course, you risk serious injury every time you play this hole. It's a short hole, it's about 240 yards, but the green is way up on a sort of butte there, so you can't go for it. So, and then when you hit your ball up there, you have to climb basically this steep cliff. I mean, if you're like me and your calves pop once in a while, you're in danger on this hole. I mean, my advice, if you're walking this course, play a shitty golf ball, hit the ball up on the green, give yourself a gentleman's 2-putt, and just walk over to the next tee. Don't even walk up there. Next one, I mean, I don't want to partially bash a hole for the walk after the hole, but I'm going to do it here. It's the 18th at Gold Mountain, the Olympic course. I mean, it's not a great hole to begin with. It's sort of drivable distance, par 4, but there's so much trouble up there. I've never gone for it. So you're hitting some sort of nebulous iron or hybrid shot way down a hill, and then you're into the green, and then maybe the steepest walk at the end of a round anywhere. You're tired after this round, and you're climbing this, massive uphill cart path at the end. You're done. I mean, do something. Get a shuttle service or something to get off this course. It's distasteful. Then we have, oh boy, the 10th hole at Washington National. This has a massive waste area on the left off the tee, trees on the right, and a waste area forward. So you're not hitting driver. If you take a very conservative club, you're probably a long ways from this green. You could end up in the waste area long. You can end up in the waste area to the left. Let's face it. Have you ever hit a good shot out of a waste area? I haven't. So it's just a very bad thoughts when you get on the tee on this hole. And last but not least, we have the pièce de résistance of bad golf holes in the Puget Sound. And the worst thing is, it would be easy to fix it. It is, of course, the par 5 third hole at Redmond Ridge. Now, what's going on here? It's 565 yards off the medium tees. That's huge, even if there were no trouble, and there's lots of trouble. You've got trees on your left, you've got the driving range on your right, you hit the ball over there, you're looking for your ball amongst range balls. Oh no, by the way, there's a boulder out there in the fairway somewhere too. And the problem is really the second shot, where it's an extremely long shot with water on your left and actually the practice area on your right. If you don't hit a great shot on your drive, you're actually laying up in front of this stuff, and then you're begging for bogey. And then it's no picnic once you're at the green either. So what's the fix? Move the damn tees up. I mean, the forward tees in this hole are 510 yards. It wouldn't be a bad golf hole at 510 yards. That's a nice par 5. For some reason, they've got the tees way, way back, and the second shot is just a problem for your weekend players there. Fix the hole.